On today's show, we discuss the undefeated Chicago Bears, this upcoming game against the Bengals, and this week's Hard Knocks. Are you ready? Let's go. Hello, welcome to another fantastic episode of the Bears Pod, an affiliate of the Fake Football Guys Network. We're excited to have you, Bears buddies, here alongside us for another great episode. The greatest co-host of all time is also here, Dustin D.L. Lingerman. What's up, D.L.?
What up, man? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm good. They kicked me out. They put me in the dungeon today, so I'm down in the dungeon,
Wow.
as you can see. It's a work in progress, but yeah, we're out here. We're ready.
It happens, my guy. It happens for sure. And what a crazy weekend, man. Like we got to see Caleb finally start, which we'll get into, like how he did, maybe your thoughts, your takes. All I gotta say, we were kind of talking about this pre-show, is that I'm stealing Big Cat's statement, and it just feels different, bro. Like watching him. Oh, nice. Way to level up. I went old school. I went a little 23, little
Hey, I like it. I like it.
Should have switched. But anywho, but I'm gonna steal a Big Cat statement from Barstool. He said, like, man, just like watching him, it's just different. Feels different, right?
Oh yeah.
Like you saw, and I'm gonna bring him up. I'm gonna bring up the past, but you saw Trubisky, you saw even Justin Fields, man. It didn't look as smooth. Like the kid looked confident. He fucking pump faked a dude out of like, and that's just like intelligence, man. You can't teach that. So I don't know, man. I was definitely very happy. Sorry, I'm just trying to invite my uncles into this too.
Oh no, you're
Tomas,
good. Do your
Uncle
thing.
Matt.
Oh, Uncle Tomas, what's up,
Uncle
man?
Tomas.
Where's Uncle Tomas from? I feel like
Uncle Tomas lives down in Texas, bro.
Oh, does he?
But he's from Beloit, Wisconsin.
Oh, is he? Nice.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
Actually, all my wife's uncles, which are my uncles too, but they're all from Beloit, and they all moved down to Texas. It's pretty cool.
Sick. Hell yeah.
But him and my uncle Matt, when I was on the cruise, came up to me. He's like, dude, I really like your show. I watched every single episode. Like every single episode you guys went live, I watched. I was like,
I love that.
That's awesome, bro.
Love that.
Didn't even have to tell.
That. Before we continue, DL, let's get some particulars out of the way. Let's remind the people out there, the Bears buddies. If you have a better name than Bears buddies, let us know. We're always looking to add. But DL, let's remind the people, if they want to follow us on Twitter, DL, where can they do that?
Oh, really easy. Tweet FFG.
That's right.
Did it.
Oh, look. Jose is in here. What's up, Josie? What's up? He's always in here. He's got to be our biggest fan, honestly. He's literally always here.
He's first.
He's got married last weekend, too.
Oh, congrats, dude.
Yeah.
I guess my invitation got lost in the mail.
They sent it by Goose, Canadian Goose, but I think he flew the wrong way. So.
Oh, weird. Yeah. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Guess it's okay.
It's all right.
It happens.
Anyway, on Twitter, if people want to send us any questions, DC or DL, what is the hashtag they should use?
Ask us FFG.
That's right. Real easy, real simple. It's the best way to get it trending. We always want to get it going, and we periodically check it. There are some questions that come in, so we love seeing that. DL, what is the greatest email in the history of emails? Where they can send us questions?
Super simple. It's a little bit different than our other stuff, but it's the Bear. Wait, hold on. I lost it, bro.
You're good.
Crap. Hold on. Okay. thebearspod@gmail.com.
Real simple, real easy. And DL, if people choose to, send us emails, we read them. We go through them every day. We comb through the fine-tooth comb. And go through some of these. Yeah, we've been getting a lot of questions about foot picks, so I just keep, skipping them. So I don't know.
I got some nice feet, dude.
I don't know. Anyway, DL, if people want to shoot us texts or calls, where can they do that?
Oh, really simple. You can call JC at any time, anywhere, any given reason at 708-655-4508. He really, really enjoys medical questions. So if you got like a
That's right.
fungus or a rash or something that just don't look right, make sure you send a picture and then ask him about it.
Real simple. Can you hear the return here? Can you hear the AC going? It's really loud in
No,
my ear.
I
Can you hear it at all?
honestly can't.
All right,
I
sick. It's
can't,
like literally
but,
right 2 feet away. 2 feet away. So
but maybe our Bears buddies can because you
yeah,
never know what
very
happens
good.
on YouTube.
If you can hear it, let us know. Apologies in advance. I can go ahead and turn that off. Anyway, DL, finally, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and
Smash!
that notification button. That way you know when we're going live. I see a bunch of people in here already. That means they know that we went live. We
It
sent out a
does.
text or two, so a bunch of people are in here already. It's awesome. We're on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and anywhere that you listen to your podcast. Yeah,
Uh, Yes.
another jam-packed show again. I feel like I don't know how it happens, but we got a ton to go over
Well,
and
it's the
not that much
Bears.
time. Yeah, it's the best team in the world. It's
Yeah.
Chicago Bears here. The Bears had a uh, exciting preseason game, as exciting as preseason games get. They mollywopped, a word that I never get a chance to use, the Buffalo Bills.
That's racist.
No, what is it really?
Yeah, dude.
Is it really a racist word?
Yeah. That's
I didn't
like
know that.
it's like a Italian slur.
No way.
Yeah, dude. Yep. You just ruined our whole Italian market.
No, it doesn't. Shut up. No, it doesn't. It's a
Yeah, it
verb
does,
that
dude.
means to hit hard. That's it.
Okay. All right. We'll put a poll out there. See,
It's in the
is
show Abbott
JC
Elementary. You
racist?
son of a bitch. I hate you. No, it's not racist. Shut up. Anyway, the Bears won 33-6. I tuned out of the game. I watched. I had my Cheetos going. I sat down. I told the missus, hey, you give me a moment. I'm going to watch this game. And I watched until Caleb was done and a little bit of, Bajent. And that was it. I was done. I tuned out. So,
Bro, story time.
yeah.
So this weekend, I went on a big family vacation with my wife's family to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the game's on. You know what I did? There was like a little hotel bar. I came
Mhm.
down in my Caleb Williams jersey. Full, just like, what's up, guys?
Hell yeah.
And this son of a bitch came up to me. He's like, I think that's the wrong color. I'm like, I think you're going to lose the North. And it was awesome.
Hell yeah.
It was awesome. But that was like, they're like, you brought your jersey all the way up here on a family vacation to. I was like, you damn right.
Bro,
fuck these motherfuckers.
Here's what I'll say. Wisconsin people are pretty damn nice, though, honestly. So
they are nice. He was a nice guy.
Damn nice. Did he buy you a beer?
They're pretty tame.
Yeah.
They're pretty tame.
Nah, they're all right. They're all right in my book. I just,
I mean, it depends. I mean, I wasn't in Green Bay.
Oh, okay. That's
Green Bay, I think it would have been different.
Yeah. I think
this is Milwaukee, so they're probably like, yeah. But anyways, it was pretty cool vacation. You got to check out the Wisconsin State Fair. Have you ever been to a state fair?
I've never been to one. I actually heard that Lil Wayne sold out the Illinois State Fair, and it was like the biggest gathering at a state fair in the history of state fairs. He had like 16,000, 17,000 people at the state fair.
Bro, it was awesome. Like, it's intense. It's like, there were so many people there. Like, I got an anxiety. I was like, oh my gosh, I just want to get away from people because it was just like packed. But like, all kinds of beer, food. I had a pork chop on a stick.
No way.
Yeah, bro, like a stick. They call it a chop on a stick. It was amazing. I saw some cows. I saw some ridiculous udders. Like, they were like it. Anyways, that they judge stuff like that. And I went down one of those big old slides with my my littlest one, and it was awesome. I'll send you the video. But her face, like, it's funny. You get a close up on her face, and she's like, "Oh shit!" Until then, she's like, "This is fine. This is great." So, highly recommend Wisconsin State Fair. It was a lot of fun. And
do they do this once a year, or how often do they?
Yeah, it's like the last 2 weeks of August. So
okay, sick.
Big deal.
Wait, another. It's next week too.
I don't know. I think last weekend was the last.
Was the last one? Okay.
Yeah, but super cheap, not that expensive. Kids got in for free.
Nice.
But yeah, imagine like a fair, but like times 20. Like, it's just intense. Like, there's so much to do. So
sick.
Highly recommend it.
Yeah, definitely gotta check it out. Speaking of checking out, DL, did you check out Caleb Williams this past week?
Yes, I did. That talented franchise quarterback went 4 for 7, 95 yards with a passer rating of 101.8 in his debut season. Bears scored 6 points on his 2 possessions, no TDs. So it was a little like,
Yeah.
But if you're watching Hard Knocks, which we'll get into like more details about Hard Knocks, but there was one pass where he threw to a Dunze and
Yeah.
he completely like just missed him, or he like overshot it, like he's basically throwing it out. And it was kind of cool because on Hard Knocks you see him like, hey, I wanted you to like go up and like
Yep.
this. So next time, make sure you're doing, which I thought was really cool because it's like rookie to rookie, and
Yep.
him just like setting the tone like, we get that opportunity again. This is what I'm looking for you to do.
So
So excited.
I've watched everything I could. Bears aside, I watched like scouts break it down. You don't have to go far. If you go on YouTube and watch Kurt Warner break it down, you can watch JT O'Sullivan, former Packer. I used to watch him break down all the rookies last year, and I used to watch him break down Justin Fields 2 years ago for the Bears. A ton of guys you could watch break down the film. And when you get a chance, you can watch a specific film that the NFL releases directly. It's called All 22, and it's a specific angle where you can see from Caleb's perspective, from any quarterback's perspective, you can see the field, so what they're
Free?
seeing from up above. Yeah, you can see. Well, you could see these guys break it down. These guys pay for that subscription. So you can just watch through
Gotcha.
their subscription, but you can see their breakdowns. But I got to see the breakdown of Caleb Williams, and I got to see that specific player you're talking about. And if you see it from the All 22, you could see if he was in that back corner near the pylon in the back corner of the end zone, he probably could have
Would have
jumped
hit
in
him.
the air and caught that. He probably could have caught that.
Damn.
Yeah, it was insane. It was insane. So the passes that he made throughout that game were
Dude,
great. I'm not gonna say that they were incredible or spectacular, but that one that he dumped off for that screen pass, which I think he might have
shuffle.
checked in, dude, he might have checked into because I
I'm
seen him go up to the line and yell alert alert, and then he yelled a number, and I think he might have checked into screen because he saw the blitz coming, but he held that for the last second. He just kind of flicked it up in the air as he was getting hit, and it was a huge gain of 40-something yards. It was awesome.
45
Really,
yards.
there you go. Really good to see a
And
running back with a lot of speed too. I was pretty happy to see Swift. I think he's going to be electric for the Bears.
you know what comp I would give him right there on that particular play? Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
say it too loud.
maybe. I mean,
So,
just that one play, not
yeah.
overall. Just that. I mean, just like, dude, that's what I'm talking about. Like, just like making something out of nothing,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like that. If that was any other quarterback, rookie quarterback, I think he would have taken the sack or he would have just thrown it away. But he made something happen, and like
Mm-hmm.
the timing of it, like it was very easy. Someone could have like smacked that down, or even like picked it,
Mm-hmm.
brought it to the house. So I was like I was, my mouth was like that
Yeah.
the whole
Okay. Yeah.
time. I was like,
Dude. To steal what you said about it looking different, it did look different.
felt
Honestly,
different,
when I was
felt different.
yeah, it did. As I was watching, bro, the only thing I could think of is how dumb I am as a Bears quarterback like watcher. Like I've always watched the Bears quarterbacks and thought this guy's good or Jay Cutler's great or blah blah blah. All these guys are supposed to be great, and now I'm watching a guy who is great, and I'm thinking, what
Yep.
the hell have I been telling myself? Like apparently as Bears fans we can evaluate running backs, linebackers, defensive ends,
Defense.
yeah, and a decent tight end. We have decent eyes for that. But when it comes to quarterbacks, we have no freaking clue what the hell we're looking at. Because now I see a good one, and I'm thinking to myself, what the hell have I been looking at? Like he looks. I don't want to say any names from the past, but he just looks. It's a stark contrast, honestly, from
Dude,
some of the guys that we've seen, some of the jerseys we've been wearing to now. It's fucking crazy, bro. It's crazy.
and the transition, right? Like, granted, it's preseason, so let's not get too hyped, right? Like, let's keep in mind that obviously they're not like scheming for him, and they weren't
Yeah,
like, all right, adjusting. Although I did hear a report though that like the Bills defense, like they were showing him different looks. Like it
they
wasn't
were
just like a
blitzing.
shell and just
Yeah,
like doing whatever. They blitzed his
yeah.
ass. They like started off like, I want to say they started off on cover two, and then they switched out of it.
Mhm.
So they were giving a little bit of taste of everything, which I was like, awesome. I'm glad that
Mhm.
happened because now you're gonna get a better sense. And like the other play where he's coming out, like I think it was like a bootleg, or he's like coming out of the pocket and going left, and he did the fake, like the
Mhm.
pump fake, and like
Mhm.
just froze the defender, and then got it to like Komet.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
what the fuck? holy shit,
Yeah.
is this Madden?
Oh, and
This is
last thing.
fucking Madden.
Yeah. Yeah. Last thing on like his performance from me is there was a specific look, and Kurt Warner and JT O'Sullivan, shout out to them because Lord knows I wouldn't have known the exact thing to do in the moment. And I think Jim Miller, if you were watching the Bears broadcast here in Chicago, I think he had it too, where they showed single high safety on one of the plays. They showed single high, single high. So basically, what that means is the last guy, the last safety, the strong or the free safety, are no longer up there. One drops down to get in the box to try to stop a run play, and the other one's still up there. And at the last second, he jumped back into coverage. And what you're supposed to do when that happens is you're supposed to run because you're going to catch him in the middle as he's trying to chase back. The quarterback's supposed to run and do a keeper, basically. He did a quarterback keeper. He read it. He diagnosed it right away as soon as he saw it. He called hike as soon as he could. And he ran up the field for, what was it, 10, 12, 15 yards.
And he
And
slid.
and he slid.
He did the slide.
He did
He did the slide. That practice paid off. And along with that too, I heard some stuff on I think it was Berenstein on 670 The Score. He was talking about like the different reads. Like, all right, there's like 3 different reads. You got like your go route, the guy who you can bomb into if he's open, the middle, and like then the dump pass, right? And he was dissecting that. Like he was like, nope, not. He was going through his progressions, not there, not there. And then they do the same thing that they were doing with Trubisky too. Really, with any like rookie quarterback, they get him in the boot or they give him like half the field to work with versus like all of it.
Yeah, true.
Which once again I thought was like awesome. I mean, he's passed. The biggest thing for me is he's passing the eye test. Right? It isn't like, oh wow, that was one good throw. It's like, holy shit, that was I mean, he moved them. He moved the sticks down to the red zone. You know, you're hoping for him that touchdown, but you know, nonetheless, like he moved it, and it was like, I think, what was it? 3rd and 16. Was that the shuffle pass he did, or like the Komet pass?
Throw to Komet, dog. That was a Komet pass.
3rd and 16.
He had an open guy. He had a guy going lower. He could have taken the 10 yards, and then they would have had to kick.
He went deep.
He's like, fuck that. I'm going for money shot, and he went up to Komet. Right on the numbers too. That pass on the run, going in the opposite way. He was rolling to the left, and he had to throw across his body. And it was
that was a wicked. He was just like, ugh, and he did the jump man almost. He's just
he did. He did, dude. It's night and day, bro. Night and day.
My point is 3rd and 16. Like if that was, you know, the ghost of the past, we would have been 4th and 1, right? Maybe if it got completed, maybe, or it went in 4th and 16. But he converted. Speaking of conversions, for 3rd down efficiency, the Bears are actually at 56% versus the Bills, who were at 35%. And I'm not saying that's all like Caleb Williams and the ones, but that's pretty effective, man. So to me, that stands out. Some other stats that kind of stand out, I would say, is like we had 52 offensive plays versus 65.
Along with that 3rd down conversion,
I'm trying to be the numbers guy.
I'm sorry. I want to add to it. I want to add to your numbers. The average 3rd down conversion percentage in the NFL is 39%.
So shit! Yeah, okay.
I know it's just a preseason game, but just throwing that out there, letting you know. That's fucking awesome. It says a lot. You know, honestly, it's only been a few preseason games, and I know a lot of the stuff they're showing is vanilla. They're not really showing you their hand, what they really have in the playbook.
Yeah.
But I've been impressed with Shane Waldron. I really have. You know,
I think he's playing to his skill set, right? His good versus his bad, utilizing him, giving him different looks.
Absolutely.
And not overloading him, you know, just kind of like go out there, do your game. This is what we're looking for. So
exactly.
But I would say, like, you know, offensive plays, we only have 52, we still 33-6. So that's pretty awesome. Let's see, average yards per drive, 32.6. I mean, for an offense that like sucked ass, dude, and our 2s and 3s are like putting it up too. Once again, preseason, obviously, you know, you're getting the backups in there, so not everybody's on the same playing field, but pretty awesome overall.
It's exciting. It really is.
Those are the ones that can just kind of stand out to me. I mean, I got a whole bunch of other numbers, but it's preseason. I don't think we have to like, oh my god, get like super stoked. But red zone scoring efficiency. 100%.
They did get points,
every time they're in the red zone, they score either field goals or touchdowns. So let's go.
And Cairo looked good. Dude, let's talk about, since we're talking about some of the players in that game, another guy that looked good that I don't think a lot of people are talking about is Torrey Taylor, the punter. I saw him kick 3 punts inside the 10, 3 straight times. I
Yeah,
think once he does a little more and learns the Chicago weather, because that's going to be a factor. I hate to say it, I hate to be that Bears weather guy, but it will be a
he played in
factor later
Iowa.
on in the year. Dude, well, I'm just saying he did. I'm just saying, well, once,
He
but the
play.
wins in
He's a
Social are
Midwest
different.
boy.
They're,
He
they're different wins.
knows.
He's not. Well, he's from Australia. He's
He's
an
from there,
Aussie.
but he played in Iowa, bro.
He did, and he was the
Iowa
best
winners
player
are
on
not.
that team.
Iowa winners are in some cases worse. South Dakota
Yeah,
worse. Like the wind chill is a lot worse.
yeah,
Why? Because they got cornfields around. There's nothing around them. So
yeah.
it's the temperature. Man, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So I'm excited for
Agreed. I'm just
him.
saying the guy had 3 punts inside of 10. And I think he was averaging
Yeah.
49 punts a punt, which would put him in tops of the top percentage of the league if he could do that. I think the
You know
guy's a
what's
weapon,
funny?
man. Hmm.
Everyone's giving shit. Everyone gave Poles shit for grabbing a punter, and it's like,
Not us, not Bears fans.
well, not us because we understand. I mean,
We love special teams, bro. Yeah,
if you
exactly.
don't remember, special teams wins too. Special
It
teams can
does. A
like
good
flip
kicker is
the field.
important. Yeah.
Yeah, pin them back, dude. And especially if
Returner.
you got a defense like in the Bears
Yeah.
D, let's give it to them too, man. Like they were getting after them,
Hmm.
right? Um,
Hmm.
I don't remember any. I didn't watch the whole game. I'm not gonna lie, because I went off
Hmm.
to the state fair.
Not much
But
listed. Yeah.
I I know they got a couple picks, and I know they got after the quarterback. What's his name? Brooks or Booker?
Booker,
Who's the
Austin
new
Booker. He
dude?
looked good
He got
too,
after
man.
that quarterback.
Three
That was in
sacks.
hot. Yeah, dude. Awesome. So he's starting to come around. So I'm excited about
Hmm.
that.
Hmm.
I hope by the time is, I hope he's with the ones
Yeah.
during the regular season. So
Same, bro. Same. Absolutely. Absolutely. Speaking of, these games, the Bears play the Bengals this week. I think they play Saturday. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they
I
play
believe
Saturday.
I think you're right.
Why
Yeah,
don't you
they
look
do.
into
They
that?
play.
Okay, perfect.
They play
They
Saturday. Is in my
uh
phone. Saturday at 12.
okay, at home, by the way, first game, Caleb Williams in Soldier Field. That's
Yeah,
exciting. It's electric. Those tickets are going to be stupid. They probably go
they're gone.
over $100. Yeah,
They're
be
gone.
over $100 if you want to buy them on a third market. But I will say this. About this upcoming game. They did get a chance to practice with the Bengals. I listened to. I'm a fucking freak. I listen to all the press conferences on
No,
YouTube
that's
as
good.
soon as they air. I just can't have enough of it. Honestly, my girl watches me and she's like, "What the hell are you doing?" But constantly listening while I'm working. I'm listening to the press conferences to hear what they're saying and to see if I can pick up on nuggets.
Yeah,
But I did hear Eberflus talk about how he was proud that there was no fights. Usually, when they have these kind of press conferences, there's fights, man. There's a lot of fights, and I've seen them. We've seen them. We had to go that
yeah. It
long.
was like Giants. Who did the
Malik
Giants play
Neighbors.
against?
Malik Neighbors
Yeah,
got in a fight. Yeah, with who was it? A former, I want to say Detroit Lion, and they were just
yeah. They were playing with
throwing
the Lions.
punches.
They were
Yeah.
practicing with the Lions.
Okay,
Yep,
cool. And then that's
absolutely.
who it was, a Detroit Lions player. And yeah, that was, we've just seen it a lot. We've seen the Bears do it too. I remember back when Martellus Bennett got really mad and wanted to hurt Bears player. I forgot who it was.
Kylo
Maybe Kyle
Furler.
Fuller. Kyle Fuller. Yeah, that sounds right. Kyle Fuller. So they happen. It's
Oh,
good to know there's no fights. Huh? Go ahead.
oh, you were muted. You were
Oh,
muted, but you're all
sorry,
good
buddy. Sorry.
now.
My bad. All right, cool. Sorry about that. So
First,
yeah, it's just good to
stop.
know. You can go ahead.
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, I get it because you're fighting. You're fighting for positions. You're also fighting. There's a lot of people, especially with the twos and threes. This is their last shot, bro. Like they're trying to make the team. So things get hot and heavy. Um, oh, okay. We got a question. Sorry, but yeah, just put a bow on it. We do have fights happen. So, but more importantly, Mark B has a question. And his question is thoughts on Pole's miss on Judon. Ooh, that was a good one. Should he pivot to Reddick? Thoughts on Austin Booker? Yeah, if you didn't know this, Judon, who's a former New England Patriot, is now on the Atlanta Falcons. And it was the Falcons and the Bears who were trying to actually get in on that sweepstakes. So, yeah, man, that's kind of a big miss because everyone's kind of waiting or hoping for the whole, um, who's going to be the counter to Montez Sweat, right? Who's going to pick that up? So, yeah, that is a big miss. I don't know really what it comes down to. My guess is that it really comes down to that money aspect, right? Which obviously pretty self-explanatory, but yes, it was a big miss, bro. I was hoping that we would have signed him and we could have been a little bit more excited about it. But hey, there's still time, right? I don't think the trade season's over yet because I think we're kind of still before the
No,
season
yeah, we're not
starts.
even
I
at
think
the.
the
We're not
draft.
even before. Yeah, mid-season. You got me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You're
Okay,
good.
sorry about that. My bad.
Um, so what are your thoughts? Did polls miss on that? Do you feel like we should have got Judon? Do you think he would have really elevated? I think he would have elevated the team, obviously, but I
Yeah,
don't
he
know.
would have. I don't think he missed. I think the third round pick is okay for a 31-year-old lineman. I think maybe a fourth or a fifth is probably where I would have been price wise, especially a guy that you got to re-sign on a deal. Personally, I think he's a good player. I really do, and I think he's a guy you could get that will have equal production to Hassan Reddick, or not equal, but similar production to Hassan Reddick. A guy who's been there, who's done that. A guy who could definitely help this Bears team. I don't count polls out yet, though. I don't think he missed. I don't think this is a swing and a miss by him yet. There was reports that he was in on the offers. Um, Atlanta's just stacking up. I don't know
Absolutely.
if you saw. Atlanta's been adding other players left and right. So,
Well,
yeah.
they got they got what's his name there, Ryan Pace, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's
No,
not. No, I think he's a part. He's not. He's not the GM. Anyways,
no, he's not. But he's
yeah,
there. That regime is trying to
yeah,
save their job right now. Yeah.
yeah, notorious for shitty contracts. However, them picking up the quarterback was genius. Now
Oh
they're
yeah.
looking like fucking rock stars because Bo Nix. Am I saying that right? Is it Bo
Yeah,
Nix?
you are.
No.
Hmm.
Whoa, dude, new year, new me. Um, so yeah, he looked fucking fire, bro. Like if you actually all the rookie quarterbacks, if you kind of watch the back, they look great.
Oh yeah.
Too bad JJ McCarthy is going to be out for the rest of the season due to the fact that I think he tore his meniscus, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, either way, it is what it is. So moving on to the other question here: should he pivot to Riddick? I don't know. What do you think, JC? Should he pivot
Uh,
there?
I would love that.
Mason?
I think. Here's what I'll say. Riddick. I really don't like what he's been doing from a contract standpoint.
Well, timeout, just in case no one knows who Riddick is.
Huh?
Kind of explain it. He's
Yeah,
playing for. Okay.
I'll explain. Yeah, I'll explain it to you. So Hassan Reddick's coming from the Eagles. He was unhappy there initially because he wanted more money, as many of us,
A lot
would
of
be in
players.
that
Like
position.
CD
Yeah, well,
Lamb. Yep.
imagine this is a very tough business, one where people get hurt all the time. So you don't want to pay, you don't want to play for less than you think you're worth because your time in the NFL, I think the average is 3.5 years for a player. So you got to capitalize as soon as you can. So he wanted a bigger contract. The Eagles didn't want to give it to him. They traded him away to the Jets. The Jets have not re-signed him yet. He hasn't even played for the Jets yet. He hasn't played one official down for the Jets yet because he does not want to play until he gets a contract extension. Here's what I'll say. They traded him, and supposedly, and I can't say this for certain, they traded him to the Jets knowing that he was going to play. He assured that he was going to play if he got traded there. There was a press conference he was in where he said he would play. And now he's saying he won't play until he gets money. I get it, because if he gets hurt, he's investing in himself. He does not want to lose out on money. So I get that from that standpoint. But it kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth to try to trade for a player like that. Essentially, you'll be trading to a player that is on the Jets and hasn't played yet, and you're going to trade for him, and you're going to
I,
restructure a
I,
deal to get him under the contract. I don't like that. I'm sorry. I'm just not a fan of that. He is a little bit younger than Judon, and he's I think he's a more talented player, but I think there are other players out there that are going to be available come mid-season that you could probably get for less to help this team. And if this team contends, if this team is actually as good as we think they could be, then you add those pieces. Then you dangle that second round pick that we have. Then you go get them. And I think you could get some guys who are on longer contracts that you'll be more than happy to go get. So I like the names. I like those guys, and it would be awesome to have one of them. But I'm also very intrigued with what Booker's done so far, and maybe this is a shot in the dark here. Maybe he's really good, man. Maybe he can get. I'm not saying he's a double-digit sack guy this year, but if he could give you 5 to 7 sacks out of the fifth round, that's insane. And there were reports from Dane Brugler, NFL scout. He does a lot of work um, on the Athletic, and a few other guys that if he would have stayed one more year, they had a second round grade, first or second round grade on him. If he would have stayed one more year, so maybe they got something there. Who knows?
So my thoughts on Riddick is I don't think he fits the Bears culture. Like,
Mhm.
let's think about that. Like, remember last year, what was
Yeah.
it? The defensive back that they passed on. I'm forgetting his name, which is
Uh,
horrible, but because he's meaningless to me. Um, had to do it. But yeah, like he didn't fit the mold, and they passed on him, and they went with somebody else.
yep.
I think you're absolutely right. Like you wanted your money. I get where he's coming from with the Jets. Like, hey,
Oh
let's
yeah,
get this on paper, let's get it signed.
absolutely.
But the fact that you're already like, all right, I want to trade, get me off this team, and like who the hell's
I'm
gonna pick
sorry.
you up, bro?
Yeah, he. No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, that was right. He played for the Eagles and then the Jets. So
Yeah,
he
he
also
got
played
signed to
for
the Jets, and the Jets
the
didn't sign him
Cardinals.
yet.
Hmm.
And now they're being like dickheads about it. So just put a bow on it. Like honestly, I just don't think he's. I don't think they're going to go after him because I don't think he's a fit. And I think if you know polls, or I don't think any of us
Dude,
really know him,
uh,
but if you've watched him kind of like maneuver, like he doesn't give in to like demands like that. It's like, dude,
oh
I haven't
hell
seen
no,
you play. Like, okay,
no.
like play, and then we'll
Like
talk.
Keenan
Like,
Allen. Keenan Allen wants money, and they're not giving it to him right now.
the hell
And
no.
they're
They're
not,
like,
and
dude.
we'll get into a reason why maybe he's not getting it. There's some rumors, and I know we're not guys
Oh,
that have a lot of speculation, but we'll get into that later on in the show. But I will say Hassan Reddick is a guy who's been in the league since 2017. He's played with the Cardinals for 4 years, with the Carolina Panthers for 1 year,
how old is
and then
he?
he's played with Philly. Hassan Reddick is 29.
Oh, okay. So
29, maybe
he's
29,
like
94. Mm-hmm.
this is probably his
Yeah,
last big
he'll
contract,
probably have one. Yeah,
right?
this big well, it depends. Maybe he could do a two.
Two
Because you
year,
know how NFL contracts are. It'll be a 3 or 4 year deal, but it's really 2 years of guaranteed money, so it's really a 2 year deal,
and then he can
and then he'll
opt
get more
out
and
and all
more.
that shit. Okay.
Yeah, it depends. Like guys like Von Miller get contracts into their mid 30s, so it depends how good he is. But he has been solid, I'll say. First 3 years in the NFL, he didn't really do anything, nothing. Probably had a combined 7 sacks in 3 years, but then when he was in his final year at Arizona, he got 12 and a half sacks, then 11 sacks in
Oh,
Carolina, 16 sacks in Philly in 2022, which is insane. That's insane. And then 11 sacks in 2023. As a rule of thumb, if you
still
can get
double
double digit
digits.
sacks, yeah, you get double. You know this. As long as you get double digit sacks, you're worth your weight in gold. So hard to
and, to,
get guys like that.
and to kind of go back, it's almost like fantasy, right? So like in fantasy, like for example, your tight end position, right? Like if you
Mm-hmm.
don't get the top five tight ends,
Yeah,
like you're not out of the mix, bro. Like you can actually like restack halfway through the season because you're gonna
yeah.
see how teams are playing against it. You're gonna see like maybe a rookie's kind of standing out, or just like someone takes that next step, or yeah, some
That's
dark horse.
really good
So
question. Really good
you're
question,
absolutely
Mark.
right that
Mm-hmm.
like I just let me finish my thought here. To like mid season, like we can get another defensive end. Like
Oh
we just need
yeah.
to make sure we get a couple wins on our belt, and then there we go. And who knows with Austin Booker, like he looked good. He looked good.
Well,
I don't know. See how
dude,
he goes against the ones, but he looked good.
I'm not mad at polls. If you could get a guy right now for the right price, do it, right? But also don't blow your load, okay? Find out what this team is.
Ah.
If this team, yeah, I'm saying if this team isn't as good as we think it is, if they're just a middle of the pack team, and you trade away one of those second round picks, you're gonna have egg on your face. You're gonna be like,
Yep.
what the fuck, you know? Like that wouldn't make a ton of sense to do that. So yeah, it makes sense. I do want to say something real quick on that same question that was posed by Mark. Judon is 32. He's a little bit long in the tooth. He's looking for a contract. I don't know how open we are to give a 32-year-old. I know we're looking for Keenan, but a 32-year-old pass rusher a bigger deal, big money on a young team. But I will say he has had a very productive career. He's played in Baltimore and New England. And when you play in New England, you're pretty hush hush when you play over there for a while. The guy has 66 and a half sacks in his career. He had 12 and a half in 2021, 15 and a half in 2022. so half a sack less than Reddick, and then 4 sacks last year in an injury-plagued season last year. Definitely a guy that I think would honestly for this Bears team, any guy you put on the opposite side of Sweat, I think would benefit because you can't double team them. I think the Bears team would become lethal from a defensive line standpoint. But just don't be upset yet because I think Poles has been cooking with grease, and
Yeah, I
see
mean,
what he does.
like he's being smart. Like, so I trust in polls. Like,
Me too.
trust in polls. Like he's had a couple miss, but they weren't like, oh my god, dude. Like you like
Yeah.
now we're stuck with this guy for like another
Who do
10
you
years.
miss? Who do
Yeah,
you miss, bro?
exactly.
Valus so far, right?
Bayless, Claypool.
Claypool was a huge miss. He's out for the season, I heard.
Yeah, I suppose. Nate Davis?
Well,
Who is it?
that's
Wait,
interesting.
Nate
When he
Davis, the
plays,
guy from
good.
Tennessee.
Yeah, yeah. When he
Okay.
plays, he's good, but he doesn't play off. Well, he doesn't
Yeah, that's
practice ever, and he
I just like
hasn't played a ton.
he's a vet, so maybe kind of. I don't know. I don't like that. It's like, dude, like, what are you doing? Like, get in there. Like, let's go, bro. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
let's go. So I mean, I don't know. The jury's still out on Nate Davis. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm not saying he's good. But Claypool for sure. Valus Jones Jr., which we can go on to Hard Knocks, but like, bro, that guy.
Real
I
quick,
mean,
I do
come on.
want to go on to Hard Knocks, but what are you looking for in this Bengals game? Anyone you're
Oh
excited to
shoot, we
see?
got sidetracked.
Yeah,
Okay.
no worries, no worries. Yeah, I know. That's a great question. Honestly, that's what happens when we
Yeah,
do
well,
these
thanks a
podcasts.
lot, Mark. Appreciate that.
Yeah,
That was a good
yeah,
content. We got
yeah.
like
It
a
usually comes
good
in
like
here.
15 minutes.
Yeah. What are you
Anyways,
looking at for this upcoming matchup? Flus did come out in the presser and say that he's going to start his starters. I think they'll get
a
probably
quarter,
the whole first quarter,
whole
is my
quarter.
guess.
Okay.
I think so. That would be awesome. It'd be awesome. And something that I'm getting bugged about Flus, and it's going to bite him in the ass at some point. He always elects to receive first and not defer. And I'm an analytics guy for sure. From an analytics standpoint, it's proven that if you elect to kick, you get more attempts to score. You get touches. You get more touches in the game because you guarantee yourself the ball in the second half.
Makes
Uh, from
sense.
a
And
from a math standpoint, you get more looks.
When I
Yeah,
play Madden, I always want to defend first because I know in the second half I'm gonna get
the
the
ball.
ball. So if I'm behind, here
Exactly.
we go. Let's go. Um,
Exactly.
but maybe he's doing it because he wants to get more reps to the offense,
Well,
just
this
get
is one
more
thing he's
gelling.
done. Yeah, he did this last year during the regular season. I think in his mind, they have set plays they want to run. They
Hmm.
have a script, game script, kind of like Nagy did, and Nagy was great at it. The game script. I always felt like that first drive was better than any other fucking drive he had in a game, and it's kind of the same for Eberflus. He just hasn't had the weapons, but now he has them. Where that first drive is just so perfectly
Like
calculated.
yeah,
So yeah, it's like perfect. You know exactly the different plays you want to go. You've gone over this exact drive over and over again. So he loves doing that.
seamless.
But yeah, but it'll be interesting to watch this game. I want to before I kick it over to you, some guys that I'm very excited to see. I want to name some Bengals guys. I love Joe Burrow. He's probably my top
Dude, it's
two
gonna be
favorite
fun.
quarterbacks. Bro, I love Burrow. I love Burrow. He's such a cool quarterback. I love him. Joe Cool. That's my name for him. So Joe Burrow is gonna be awesome
What
to
do you think of
see.
his haircut?
I think, man, I don't know if this is true, but let me tell you the story of why he has
Ah,
that cut.
okay, that's why I'm
Okay.
bringing it up. Okay,
Okay. So maybe you know this. I don't know.
I do.
But
Yeah, go ahead.
okay. So apparently, this is the rumor. I don't know if it's true. Correct me if I'm wrong. There was a Make a Wish child. This is the story. He was
Yeah.
told the Make a Wish child for his final wish. He wanted because he was bald, the child with cancer supposedly. He wanted. And maybe it's true. I'm sorry if it is. I apologize in advance. Um, but he wanted to cut his hair because he was bald, and he wanted in solidarity. He wanted Joe Burrow, his favorite player, to cut his hair. So Joe cut his hair because that's what he was told. The Make a Wish kid said. Come to find out later on, it was actually a Bengals fan that lied and made up this story. So Joe had short hair because he thought he was doing something noble, something good for a kid. When in actuality, their biggest rival, the Ravens, the
Yeah.
fan made
Yeah.
this fucking
Yeah. Yeah.
lie up. So Joe said, "All right, fuck it. I'm gonna roll with it because I'm a badass. He's the fucking coolest guy. I swear to God, Joe Burrow is the coolest, fucking smoothest dude." He's like, "Fuck it. I'm gonna dye my hair like Slim Shady, like Eminem."
Dude, if that is true, if
Dude,
allegedly, we're saying it's
allegedly,
allegedly.
yes.
Okay. If it is true, the guy who did that is an absolute
Oh,
asshole.
bro.
Like, you're gonna go. I mean, to lie and pretend you're a kid with like, dude, that's not cool, man. That is some bad juju, bro. And what'd you get out of it? Oh, you say you cut his hair. Like, anyways, I don't know. I heard that same story. That's why I'm bringing it up because I thought it was like, dude,
Yeah.
that is messed up. But
I don't know if
yeah,
it's true.
kudos to Joe for being like, well, fuck
But you
y'all.
got
I
gray
am the
hair,
Slim
bro.
Shady. Yeah,
You
coming at
got
you.
gray hair. Yeah, it's awesome. Whatever, if that's what he
Anyways,
did, then that's what he did.
yeah. Wait, isn't the Bengals? That's your second favorite team? Like you and
hmm
the Wombat
Andrew. Yeah. Andrew.
Andrew
hmm
Valentine. Straight up
hmm
to Andrew. What's up, guy? Hope you're
What
watching.
up, Andrew? What
And
up?
if you're not, I'm gonna make you watch this.
hmm
Yeah, that was your guys' team like 2 years
Hey, man, I
ago.
still love the Bengals. They're a team. Who knows what's gonna happen? What they're
I
gonna
think it's
be.
gonna be good.
I think
Joe's
they'll be
back.
solid
He's
because of Joe.
healthy.
hmm
Yep. I think you
That's
see Jamar Chase have higher numbers.
bro. That's the great eraser. If
Um,
you have a good quarterback,
and then you got
you're always in it, bro.
who's in the backfield? You got Chase Brown, which they don't know who
I
like.
love Chase Brown.
Yeah,
Zach
bro.
Moss or Chase Brown. I love. You know why?
Ooh,
What school did he go to?
Chase Brown, Northern.
Nope,
I don't know
my school. He went to Illinois. He was
what.
good there. He was good there, man. But the guy's he's
Okay,
fast, man. He's fast as hell, bro. I think people sleep on how like good that dude could be.
dude.
He's just kind of
Everything coming.
smaller, but I love him.
So obviously, if you didn't know this, JC and I are huge fantasy football players. In fact, we
Yes.
had a podcast that went over this, and that's the hubbub coming out of Cincinnati. Is are they going to go with Zach Moss, who was like fucking dynamic last year on Indiana, or are they going to
Great.
go with Chase Brown? And I don't know which one you're going to pick, bro, because I think you're right either way. It just depends. So that's
hmm
exciting. T. Higgins, he's still there, right? He didn't get
He is,
traded, did he?
man. He is. He could be
They
number one on most
franchised
teams.
him.
Yeah, they did.
Dickheads. But either way, he's a fucking weapon. So it's gonna be, it's gonna be interesting because it is gonna be a test for the Bears. Thank God it's preseason. Ooh, nice. I got dancing
Yeah.
man from New Glarus.
Hey, good stuff.
Hey, it's okay. Um, so I don't like weave here. Don't do it.
I get
Um,
down with it.
anyways, long story longer, it's gonna be like, with the Buffalo Bills, right? Because they don't have Diggs anymore. They don't really have that wide receiver one. They have Coleman, who is like their new kind of superstar, but he got shut down, right, by
hmm
Jalen. So
hmm
it's gonna be interesting how they're gonna like move people around. And obviously, preseason, we're probably gonna say this for the next 2 more weeks because there's only 3 games. It's
hmm
preseason, blah blah blah. But it should be a fun game though. I like it's gonna be fun to watch them kind of
Oh,
go back and forth.
bro.
Um, the only thing I think the Bears have like an upside on is like the Bengals, unless I wasn't paying attention. They may have drafted some people for their offensive line, but their offensive line last year was like garbage. So,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It was terrible. It was one of the worst in the league, and it's
so
still one of the worst in the league. That's how good Burrow
okay.
is.
Well, then I think we kind of have maybe advantage. Maybe we'll see. We'll
Any
see.
any Bear you want to see? You gonna keep your eyes on?
I mean,
Anyone?
all of them. It's not, I want to see Rome. Obviously, I want to see Rome kind of getting more involved. I know I'll probably be saying this all year because it's hard because you got two elite wide
Oh, bro.
receivers, and I
Do
just
we
want to
have
see
two elite
Rome.
receivers though? I don't know right now. I've only seen one elite
What
receiver,
you just
one
said last
veteran
part.
receiver. Well, I'm
Everybody's
just saying.
sleeping. Everybody's sleeping.
That's what I think. But there might be some truth to the rumors
Well,
that the Bears are
bring the
not giving Keenan Allen a contract extension. Let's get there, DL. Let's talk
okay.
about Hard Knocks, DL. Let's get there.
Oh, we're gonna get
Um,
there. Okay, so yeah, to put a bow on it, yeah, I just want to see more. I want to see Rome. Rome's my guy. I want to see him like do well.
we remember when we talked about him last year when we were talking about guys who we wanted the Bears to draft during our draft show. We were so high, both of us, high as fuck on Rome
Oh yeah,
because they were just
Rome or
excited. We wanted him
neighbors,
so
but
bad.
we knew
Yeah,
Rome. We were like
yeah,
Rome. If they can't
yeah.
get neighbors, Rome for sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, man. So I'm so glad we have him. We're not even talking about him enough. It's insane. We could be the team. We could be the podcast that champions Rome because I mean we're not saying much. It's a first round pick, but still like, dude, I think there's a world where Rome Odunze is a top 8 to 10 wide receiver at some point in his career, and he's a
He's
Bear.
going to be there. He's going to get there. You
Yeah.
know why? Because he's like fucking quoting Kobe Bryant on Hard Knocks, bro.
Oh,
Like
Hard
he
Knocks.
was talking about like, yeah, in practice, like you do it 1,000 times, so that way in the moment you're already there. I was like,
Mhm.
yo,
Yep.
let's go. That's and
Yep.
you hear the story out of like what was it during wasn't yeah, it was a combine, right? He did like the cone fucking drill until he got it right. Like he was the last, he didn't do well, and he like kept going back and he was like working at it. Stuff like that. That's the kind of player you
You don't.
want,
Yeah, man.
right?
You can't teach that. That kind of
No, that's
determination,
work ethic, bro.
personality he has. He was also on the Giants Hard Knocks. I don't know if you got a chance to watch it. It was really good.
Yeah, yeah, that was
It
a
was
good one. I love that
Giants
one.
actually looked kind of bad. I thought in a
Yeah,
bunch
oh
of
yeah,
different instances, dude. I thought they looked kind of bad, and I was like, they're and if you know Hard Knocks, the team that's on Hard Knocks gets the final say. They get to edit it. They get to they don't edit, but they get to say yes or
you
no to
going
stuff
today?
in it.
Are we gonna
Dude,
talk about the Bears?
let's do it. Let's talk about the Bears. Let's talk about the Bears. I'm just saying from the Giants standpoint, I thought there were
Yeah,
moments where I'm like, I can't believe they put that in there. I couldn't believe. I
yeah,
understand
the
the players getting
Saquon
cut.
thing,
The Saquon
bro.
thing was in there. How they talked about certain guys.
They did
Saquon
him dirty, bro.
flew, bro.
They did him so dirty.
Dude,
They
if I was a
tagged
player
him.
and I saw that shit,
Fuck that.
bro, I would not want to play there. If I was a player and saw that, I'd be like, this is just a team that's gonna treat me like a piece of fucking garbage, like a number, dog. I'm just a number there. Like, and I know that's the NFL,
Not only
but
that,
like,
okay,
come
so
on, man.
let's rewind. Let's rewind way before Hard Knocks came out, right? And you had the opportunity to give Saquon a fucking extension or Daniel Jones. And what do? You fucking give Daniel Jones, who, in my opinion, sucks ass.
Sucks, bro.
Sucks
He's not even as good as Fields.
ass.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, you give him an extension and you tag Saquon. Saquon is like, all right, bet. I'm going to tag me. All right. And
Yes, sir.
he is the offense. He literally took that offense, was like, put it on me, guys. Let's fucking go. I'm healthy. Feel great. Like, Saquon had injuries, but like, he literally kept them in games. And then when his contract comes up, you're just like, okay, well, if you want to see what's out there, go ahead. And I was just like, you guys are assholes, bro. Okay, peace. I'm glad he went to Philly. I'm glad he went to Philly. So he could be
Yeah,
like,
same. He's gonna kill there. Let's be real.
dude, I
He's
hope
gonna go fucking bananas, bro.
does the Marshawn Lynch, like grabs his
With
nuts when he's scoring
dude,
on him, like,
with that offensive line, dog. Come on, are you
dude,
kidding me?
forget about it. Forget about it.
Forget about
Yeah,
it.
forget about it.
All right,
Forget
let's go to
about
the
it.
Bears. Let's go to
Okay.
the Bears Hard Knocks. Deal. What did you think about episode 2 of a Hard Knocks?
I thought it was really good. I mean, obviously, I'm a homer, so obviously, I'm going to think everything is amazing about it.
Mhm.
Overall, I'm a little bit disappointed in the Hard Knocks, right? Like,
Oh.
just because, like, I feel like they're missing out on some stories, right?
Mhm.
So,
Go on.
if you're watching this Bear podcast and you're not really a Bears fan, there's some stuff that is going on that they're not talking about. Like, first of all, let's talk about Jalen Johnson, right? They cut to that scene where they're talking about the top 100 like players in the NFL, and he took issue with the fact that Aaron Rodgers is on that list, and he played like what 4 minutes of a game.
Dude, they didn't finish
He
the
was
game, bro.
hot. He was hot, and he was like, he's like, that's fucking bullshit. Or like, I mean, I'm placating. I don't think he said
Yeah.
fucking bullshit, but he like
I think
dropped
you
some
said, well,
bombs.
yeah, he did F bombs. I'm like, that's. I
Yeah,
think he did say F bomb. I think he did say. I think he did say fucking bullshit. I think
yeah.
he
He's
did
like,
say that.
that's fucking bullshit. This guy didn't even play a full game, and here I am, like one of the top cornerbacks, and no one like I don't make it. Like I don't even
Graded
get like,
number 1 by PFF. Graded
yep,
number 1
yep.
by PFF cover corner.
So, and then if you watch, like I listened to it, right, and I heard the beeps, and I actually saw it and all that.
Yeah.
But in Hard Knocks, he's just like, yeah, I was just like really disappointed.
Yeah, they
Like,
didn't. He
why wouldn't
cursed
you
on Hard
show
Knocks.
that? Yeah.
Yeah, for
Why
sure.
wouldn't you show that like
Let's talk about
emotion?
something, Dio. I think they cut it off the table. I think the Bears might have had something to do with it. They might have said they don't want him to say that to ruin his image or whatever. Because did you notice Hard Knocks was late,
You know why? You
bro?
know why it was
Why?
late? Because they
Why?
crashed it. They crashed the site, dude.
No way.
Yeah, no,
Is
that's
that the
exactly
real
why
thing?
that's what was late. So the first episode was like the number one Like it broke records
No
for Hard
way.
Knocks. Yeah. The second episode, so many people were like logging into it that it crashed the fucking site, bro. So they crashed the site. That's why it was delayed, and that's why you couldn't watch it at 8 o'clock. I was pissed. I was like double checking. I was like, holy shit, like what the fuck? Like why can't I like look into this at 8 o'clock? I wait till like 9:30 to watch it because I was like, all right, I'll just wait a little bit. But that's why. Because it crashed. So many people were tuning in. Google that shit. I'm telling you.
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah, that's why. And the other thing about Jalen Johnson, if you're a Bears fan, you remember when he got extended his contract and he came out and said like he kind of went a little left, but I still credit him for being honest. He talked about him being addicted to sex. He's like, he
Hmm.
has that problem, and
Which no one
to
talks
me,
about. No
no
one.
one, no one. They just like, oh, okay, congratulations, and that was it. Because the Bears franchise started the NFL and all that fun stuff. But that's like in Hard Knocks, like it's a documentary, bro. And like in the past, you've seen like characters kind of evolved. You've seen some like really hot tempers go off. Like you've seen like what was it last year with Detroit? You saw the defensive coordinator go after
Yeah.
the offense like
Yeah.
during they're like, fuck you, we're gonna score, blah blah blah. Like and we're all just like, all right, guys, good job. Way to go. Way to stay in there. Be positive. I was like, okay,
Yeah, bro.
come on now. Like,
Yeah,
I
bro. Yeah,
know,
bro.
but come on. And so it's a little, I don't know, it's just kind of like PG, which I'm okay with. Like, I still enjoy it, but at the same
I
time,
mean,
like, there's
it's the
so many
McCaskies,
episodes.
dog. It's the McCaskies,
And
bro.
then, what's his name? The third straight, Reed, Austin Reed.
Bro,
They're like, they're showing his family,
he was all
right?
over.
They're showing his family, and don't get me wrong, his dad, he's like a sports
Cool.
dad, which he's cool. Like I would
Yeah.
like, oh, congratulations, bro. But then Bajan, do you know about Bajan's dad?
Yeah.
I think all of Chicagoland knows, but he's an arm wrestler. He's a
Yep.
fucking arm wrestler, and he doesn't ever miss a game. And
That
you
guy's
see
money.
Bajan. You
Yeah.
see Bajan with his swagger. Like, what the fuck? That's your character.
Hmm.
Like, no offense to Austin Reed, like, bro, like, good for you. You made it. You weren't drafted. You're trying to
Oh,
get your spot. I see that angle, but like,
you're
what
not gonna
the
be on his
fuck?
team soon, dog. You're gonna be gone. Let's be real. I hate to be an asshole, bro. I don't want to be an asshole here, but
Or
you keep three
okay,
quarterbacks. You can only keep three.
yeah, and Rippin's gonna get the third. I'm sorry, Rippin's. I'm
He's probably
sorry,
the two
sorry,
now.
Austin.
Uh,
Sorry, bro. And
yeah.
then there's another thing too, like which I'm crediting some of this stuff. Actually, I want to credit all of it to ESPN on the Waddle and Sylvie show because they were bringing these up. I was like, oh fuck, I didn't even think of that. Hall of Fame game, right? Our first episode of season 2, we're talking about Julius Peppers, Devin Hester, Mongo, right? Right? We're talking
Not
about
kidding, dog.
all of those guys, talking about their speeches, what they went through. Hard Knocks didn't even show their speech. Didn't even say. I think they may have said like, "Oh, here are the guys that got in." That was it. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, man.
Hall of Fame three. It was
Who's on
you
your
said
jersey? Who's on your jersey?
Hester.
Yeah,
Fucking
there was no
first jersey,
mention
bro.
of the
No
greatest return
mention.
man ever. They made a big mention about these new return rules, but they didn't say anything about the guy who changed the rules. Not one.
Yeah.
Nothing. Yeah.
But you're gonna spend 5 minutes on Austin Reed's
I know
dad and
Austin Reed.
mom being upset because he
Big
only played
miss.
2 plays.
Yeah, dog. Big miss.
Come on. Like you do better.
Big miss.
Do
Big miss.
fucking better, bro. Like, come on.
Speaking of doing better, bro, the whole DJ Moore storyline, it was cute. They followed his family. It was cute. They went to get ice cream. It was cute. And a place that looked cool, by the way. I've never seen that ice cream shop before in my
Bro,
life. But yeah,
okay. So I got married on top of the Tribune Tower, which
sick. Yeah.
that the place they went to is the Ice Cream Museum, which used to be called House and Hoods. And that's where my reception was. So I know
Sick.
exactly where they went. But I'm just trying to be cool. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's cute, fluff piece, like cool. Your family, man.
Put Hester there in that spot. How
Yeah,
hard is it to talk to Devin, to show stock highlights of Devin? And we're all going crazy. We would go crazy. Hell yeah, I was there. I seen that.
yeah. Talk to your fans. Like, yeah. So that was frustrating. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's upsetting.
there's just so many misses, and I don't know if it's because it's Hard Knocks or it's Virginia McCaskey or the McCaskey family that is really trying to like, we're all PG. We don't talk about anything. And we have a really nice football team. We've been around since the beginning. Come see us. Come get a hot dog. It's just like,
Can I
there's
say
some
something?
stuff, bro. Come on.
Do you know how many episodes there will be of Hard Knocks?
8.
Because it's for sure.
I think it's 8 or 5. Actually, I think it's 5, bro.
Well, the Dolphins had 9.
Because it's only It's only the preseason. That's it.
And the Dolphins got followed for during the season.
I think it's only 5, bro.
Really? Can we? We need a researcher.
Yeah, go ahead. Look that up.
How many episodes?
I want to say it's 5 because.
While you look that up, can we?
Dude, I gotta look it up. Cool.
Well, no. I'm sorry. While I look that up, I'm sorry. My bad. While I look that up, can we? Can we look over Bayless? Can we talk about Bayless? I'll look it up.
Go ahead. Okay, so Bayless Jones, they cut to him, and Bayless Jones, like they drafted him. He was a little bit long in the tooth when it comes to like a rookie, right? And he was supposed to be like another like wide receiver, right? He's supposed to be like eventually there, and they started him off in like as a kick returner, right? If you saw last year, he muffed a couple kicks, and it was just like, oh, this dude needs to go. And then you saw him in the preseason game, and once again, he muffed the fucking kick, bro. He muffed the kick, and what really pisses me off is what's his name, number 10. Wow, Tyler Scott. Scott. He could have let Tyler Scott get it, who's in a better position. And let's not forget that Tyler Scott's got some wheels on him too.
Oh yeah.
And this motherfucker, look, and he brought it out to the 30. So that pissed me off. And then they're trying him out as a running back. Okay.
Can we talk about that?
I'm nervous for Clyde Herbert.
Yeah, Khalil. I think Khalil should stay on the team and get Bayless the fuck out of this team. Nice guy.
They need to kick him.
Side. Dog.
Bro.
Like,
the experiment's over.
I think Foles is trying to save face. If you want to save face by us Bears fans, you cut the guy. Dude, yeah. He muffed the kick again, bro. He did it again, bro.
Preseason.
He's been to. This got to be like the 7th or 8th time that we've seen. Honestly.
Thank God it was preseason.
He's not a good returner. Let's be real. Not a good receiver. And running back, I don't know. I just don't like. He's not even gonna get looks like that at running back. He's gonna be the third running back. And if you're gonna have DeAndre Swift as your number one,
the dropsies, bro.
Like Tiki Barber had him, but he did turn him around. Tiki did turn around. But look, here's what I'll say: if you're gonna have, if your whole thing is to keep DeAndre Swift, you're gonna keep Roschon Johnson because he's cheap and you believe in him, and you're gonna pick Bayless. That doesn't make any sense to me. I think you keep Khalil and you cut. You cut Bayless. I'm sorry.
I'm not sorry. He sucks. Bad pick.
Yeah.
Move on.
I do want to answer the question. I do want to answer the question of Hard Knocks. There are 5 episodes.
So I was right. 5. So we're like.
Motherfucker said 5, 8, 9, 2.
I said, but I was like, no. I think it's 5.
You did say 5.
I think it's 5. I did.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
5-hour-long Hard Knocks episodes.
Yeah, but not only that, like, so think about it. We're like halfway through the series. We're halfway through.
Have you been watching it solo dolo with your girls? Is your wife watching
solo?
With you?
My wife don't give 2 shits.
Let's watch it one day, bro. There's only 3 more left. Let's get together. Let's watch it.
Okay, it's on Tuesdays. I'll be here.
My girlfriend's watching you with me, bro. Listen, my girlfriend has a book that is Football for Dummies. Football for Dummies. Yeah,
nice.
Because she wants to learn football. Yeah. Okay. So so she knows basketball really well.
See, my wife likes March Madness. That's like her.
Okay, cool.
That's her jam.
Sick.
Well, I mean, she doesn't watch college, but she just like gets excited.
She gets into it. Yeah, because the office gets into it. You know how it goes. Everyone gets excited.
It's fun.
I get it.
Yeah.
Well, my girl's never been the biggest football fan, so it's been really cool to share that show with her because she's into it, bro. Her friend's over, who's also a sports nut, and she's like, "Have you watched Hard Knocks yet?" She's like, "No," and she's already seen the first 2 episodes with me, and she's rewatched the 2 episodes upstairs right as we're talking. She's on episode 2. They're watching it.
Oh, good for her,
dude. It's fucking awesome. Bro.
Good for her. That's awesome. That's really dope, man.
Yeah,
man. It's fun when you can share that and like, real talk. Like, it's kind of hot. It's like, oh,
dude, yeah, I know, right? I do.
I'm just saying. Nah, I'm not trying to be like a creep.
Why do you think I'm wearing the jersey? Why do you think I'm wearing the jersey?
Yeah.
Dog?
not only that, like when she
It's
gets
for
like her
later.
own little
It's
jersey, she's
for
like,
later, dog.
"Oh,
It's for later. Hey,
you
so
want
anyway,
the kiss?" Yeah,
shut up.
it's awesome. I'm not gonna
Bro.
lie, it's great.
Hey,
Um,
bro.
but my
Showed.
little
Oh
girls,
yeah,
PG Don, they're
yeah.
getting into it. Like my little girl's like, "Dad, who's Caleb Williams?" I explained to her. He's like, "Oh, so
Oh
Justin
hell
Fields
yeah.
isn't playing anymore." I'm like,
Oh
"He's on the
dude.
Steelers." So now she repeats it, and she's like 4, and she's like
That's
telling like grandma,
awesome.
like, "Yeah, we don't." Justin Fields got traded to the Steelers, so now we root for Caleb Williams. I'm like,
That's awesome, dude.
"Oh, I'm talking about,
That's what
like
it's about.
it's cool. It is cool."
That is what it's
Um,
about.
but yeah, Velus Jones Jr. I hope they cut him. I'm not impressed. The only thing that kind of was cool or interesting, I would say, is when he's talking about Michael Pittman and him.
And his ferret,
And they got a ferret. I was like,
bro.
the fuck,
Yeah.
bro? A
Bro,
ferret?
they had a whole storyline on that, and I don't know if you watched his presser because remember I'm a fucking freak and I watch all the press conferences. He went in like on a 5 minute ramble about this fucking ferret that he had that he
Yeah.
passed away, and it's wild. It's wild. Who was it? Who was that? Who put that?
The old brother.
Hell yeah! Let's
Viet
fucking
Bond.
go. Let's fucking go.
By the time he showed up, bro,
Yeah, bro. You're late
we're
to the
only an
party,
hour and
bro.
2 minutes in.
Yeah, we gotta get him on the show
Um,
one of these episodes.
we
Gotta happen.
should. Why not? If
Gotta
you would like to
happen.
participate on the
Oh,
Bears
bro.
Pod, we're always open to it. So please email us at thebearspod@gmail.com.
Yeah, duh. Bear spy. That's right. That
So
is
that's it.
right. Yeah. I
Fucker.
do want to talk about Keenan Allen. I know we teased them before we wrap this up. So there
Yeah,
was
you
a
said there
rumor.
was like, yeah, what's the rumor?
Yeah. So there was a rumor. I don't know if people read Albert Breer, but I want to put people on. I think he's one of the best top 2 or 3 NFL writers. Albert
Okay.
Breer of SI.com, the old sports magazine SI.com. Used to read that as a kid. Used to read SI for kids too. That's my shit. But anyway,
I wrote
so
that.
bro, I wrote a letter to SI. I don't know. I could have sworn
Was
it
that
made it to
with
a thing.
KC, the
Yeah.
Bulls guy?
Yeah. So anyway, so there's a rumor that the reason why the Bears are not giving Keenan Allen a contract extension, he's been a good soldier. The guy has said all the right things.
Yeah, he's
He's been
looking good in
taking,
camp.
dude, he takes all the guys under his wings. He's been good in camp, but he has not got a catch yet on Jalen Johnson. But here's what people are saying. There's a rumor that he's out of shape. Albert Breer's report earlier this week,
Really?
indicated that Romo Junze is at 215, DJ Moore is
Okay.
at 220 pounds, and
Okay.
Keenan Allen is checking in at 230 pounds. That is
I mean,
19 pounds more
he's a
than the
little older,
200 and
bro.
bro. But there's but
Your
and
metabolism slows down,
look,
man.
I don't want to fat shame anybody because Lord knows I'm no one to do that. Trust me, Lord knows no one goes up and
Either.
down in weight more
Not
than me,
me.
bro. I'm drinking a
Same.
beer, dog. Like, let's be real. But here's what
I'm
I'll say
drinking two
about that.
beers.
Dude, well, there have been reports that he's been at 206, 209, 211 when he checks into Chargers camp. Okay,
Oh,
when he checks into the Bears camp, you're getting long in the tooth. You're 32 years old. You can't come in at 230. But there are players. So this is a known thing that get into shape as
as they go through camp.
preseason goes on, camp goes on, and I get that, bro. No, I promise you, no one can drop 10 pounds faster than me. It's crazy. I could fucking drop it in like
Yeah, I
2 days.
mean,
It's insane.
10
So it could
pounds.
happen.
Keenan Allen, go
Well, it's
stop eating the
19.
burritos.
19
Oh,
pounds.
okay,
Yeah,
19.
yeah. So
All
that's a
right.
lot. And let's be real, bro. If I added 19 pounds on you, you think you'd be as athletic now as you are at 19 pounds more? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm just saying.
Well, probably
Just
about the
saying.
same.
Yeah, same level of no athleticism. I'd be right there with you.
Still,
So
like, I can still
yeah,
hang on the couch and
yeah, exactly.
talk about how bad
I,
you are as a
I,
football player.
I got a quick run to the fridge in me right now, so that's where I'm at. So
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm just saying that's been the rumor. There have been some reports, and Albert Breer's column where he lists that he's at 230 is interesting because if you look at where he was last year, reporting into camp for the Chargers, he was at 211. So take that for what you want. It could be that he just hasn't been in shape yet, and as the preseason goes on, he will get in shape. But just throwing that out there. Allegedly, that's where we're at.
I
I'm not worried
mean,
about him though. I'm not worried about him.
I'm not worried about
Bro,
him at
he's in a
all.
contract year. He's in a contract year.
Not only
And I
that,
don't
like, I
I
feel
don't
like
think.
he's a safety blanket for
Mm-hmm.
Williams, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like if Williams gets it, it's kind of like remember, like okay, Jordan, right? You've heard those stories about Jordan, right? Like in preseason, he won it. All the players are just kind of like, yeah, going through the motions, getting kind
Mm-hmm.
of like right with it, and then when it was season time, game on,
Oh yeah.
and I think that's what it is. I honestly think it's just kind of him like trying to develop, a groove with a rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
Um, and I think I wouldn't read too much into the whole Jalen Johnson and he hasn't caught a ball yet. He's gonna get it,
Mm-hmm.
and I think if anything, he's doing the right thing. He's like promoting Jalen Johnson, like, yeah,
Oh,
man, like
bro, he has, dude. He's
I've been in the
the
league,
consummate
and
pro, a pro's pro, bro. Let's be real.
yeah,
Like I
that's what
want
he's
him on this
doing.
team for the right price. I want him on this team,
Yeah,
and I could see him evolving into the third wide receiver on this team. A guy that even as he ages gracefully, all he's gotta do is run some routes. If he's our third receiver for the next 2 years, that's fucking sick.
bro, Larry fucking Fitzgerald, bro.
Aged beautifully, bro.
Yeah, like always reliable Larry, right? Kind of similar position, right? Like he
Yeah,
played,
man.
yeah,
The
just
X.
kind of
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, there's an
just
X and a
like
Y and a Z. Yeah. So,
if all else fails, give it
yep.
to Larry. He'll at least get you like
And that's who
at
Rome
least
is
five
compared to.
yards,
That's who Rome is compared to. Imagine
dude.
if
Ah,
Rome is
fuck
Larry.
yes,
Oh, bro. That's the next
please.
jersey. That's the next jersey.
I like
DL,
honestly,
huh?
I had a debate. I
You
almost
did?
went with Rome.
Sick. Sick. Hell
I was
yeah.
this close. I was like,
Yeah, yeah, you'll be there.
Williams.
By mid season you'll be there. No worries, no
Yeah,
worries. DL, on the way out, I do want to ask you a question. For
sure.
week three's Hard Knocks, which
Mm.
will air next week Tuesday, a few days from today. Is there any players you want to see them cover? Because I know Hard Knocks is watching, and we could send this over to HBO, let
Okay,
them know.
HBO.
Yeah, give me a
All
player or
right.
two you want to see them cover.
Okay. Let me get close up. What I want to see Hard Knocks. I want to see some Gordon. I want to see Brisker. I want to see some of the defense that you guys are not talking about. You're talking about Jalen Johnson. There's a whole core of cornerbacks and backfields that you're not talking about, which is bullshit. I don't give a shit about Austin Reed. Talk about Bajent, which we've already kind of covered already. And yeah, let's get more Keenan Allen in there. Let's get like some real players. I know you want to do the whole like, oh, he might make it. This will be great if he gets the cut. Cool. Talk about rip it. Talk about players that actually are going to make this fucking team and stop being so like PG with it. Like I want to see some real shit. I want to see about like ice cream and I mean, family's kind of cool, but like I want to see some stuff, right? What about Poles? How did Poles come along? How did they find Poles? What's his backstory, right? Like the Joker. You want to hear the backstory. You want to see why he is the way he is. That's what I'm looking for.
I love that.
Thank
I
you.
love that. I love that. I
You
love
like the
that.
little cut? A
Yeah,
little
it was
cut.
great. It was great. I
If I
just
could
popped
move
right
the
back in.
camera,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, I would have got closer, but I didn't want to
This is
screw it
good.
earlier.
This is good. I want to talk about two guys, and one of them you're gonna love because we're starting to not like it. The first guy I
Okay.
want to talk about is Tevin Jenkins. Okay, and I know the first name that I'm bringing up is a guy that us Bears fans want to resign. As Bears fans, we haven't had the greatest O lines in a while. We haven't had those Reuben Brown, John Tate offensive lines. But there was a time when we had Jay Cutler, when we had Brandon Marshall, when we had all those guys. When they left, there was a time where our best player was Kyle Long. There was a time where our best player was a guard. Think about this. This is a team that has Hall of Famers all across, and we have some of the best offensive lines in the history of the NFL. I want to talk about Tevin Jenkins. I think he's an interesting guy. He's an enigma, a guy that wants a contract extension, and a guy that I think is deserving of one, a Pro Bowl caliber offensive lineman. Follow him. The guy, when he came here, was awestruck at seeing some of these skyscrapers that Chicago has. Some of his sound clips are incredible. If you're a scorehead, you know what I'm talking about. I want them to talk about Tevin Jenkins. And lastly, DL, I want them to talk about Nate Davis, DL. Nate fucking Davis.
Motherfucking Davis.
Bro, that would be a great
Crazy
storyline.
bitch.
A great storyline. I think there's more to the story than we understand. There has to be a reason why the guy doesn't practice. And I want to know
Yeah.
why the fuck he's not practicing. We gave up an arm and a leg to get him, and now he's here. He's supposed to start for us. And instead of him starting, we have Ryan Bates moving over and starting at his position, and we have
Which
Shelton
isn't
starting at
bad.
center. No,
Yeah.
but those guys are supposed to be depth guys,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
the starters. And I want to know why. I want them to follow him. I want to know what he's about because he's been on this team now going on what 2 years? Is my right or maybe 3? And I want to know what the
Yeah.
story is
2 years.
with him. I want to know
Yeah.
who he is because I don't know shit about him. That's one of the guys I don't know shit about, and he's a
Or like,
starter.
why did Tennessee cut him? Why was
Yeah.
Tennessee like, all right, yeah, you can take him?
Also, this is gonna sound like I'm gonna sound like a jerk here, and I don't give a fuck. Um, this Jonathan Owen storyline, he's a first year Bear. I don't really give a fuck. You did good with Simone Biles. I'm happy for you, Simone Biles. I really am. I'm done. I don't want to know
Oh
more about
yeah, I
you. That's
totally
it.
forgot
I'm
about that. Yeah, he's
good.
getting
I'm
some. Did
good.
you see all the heat he's getting? They're
What are
called
they
like,
saying?
oh, okay. So on Twitter, there's all this like red flag bullshit about like some of these. Some people were saying it could be effeminate, could be like masculine. I don't know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but because he put on the gold medal, he put on his
So
girl's
what?
gold medal, and they're like, red flag. He's a narcissist. I was like, dude, he just wanted to put on a gold medal. Like,
Yeah,
if my wife won a gold medal, I'd be like, can I try it on?
yeah,
Can I get
exactly. Me too. The
a,
fuck? I would do that
can I
whole bike
can I get a
gold medal.
picture? Can I get
Oh,
a picture?
well,
Like,
she doesn't get that gold medal alone, right? Let's be real. Like nothing that you do happens alone. If you
they're
have
trying to
success,
push that
there are
narrative
people
though.
there. Well, they are, but I'm done
But
with it. I don't want to know about your
they're
dogs,
also
dog. I
pushing the
don't,
narrative like, oh, they're fighting. I was like, dude, I don't think so. But yeah,
bro.
I'm with you. Because Jenkins would be interesting. That's an interesting. Like Ryan Pace drafted him, and there was like that whole hubbub.
Yeah,
Remember when he was just,
yeah,
oh, I don't know, blah blah blah. And
it
even
really,
when
dude.
Pace came last year, he was like, I
Yeah,
don't know, and he like seemed kind of disgruntled. He's like, well, if they keep. I was like, shit, dude,
it's
it's getting
like
ugly.
Poles is looking out for his guys, and if they're pace holdovers, there's trepidation there. He's a little hesitant about
Yeah, it's just kind of like,
re-signing these guys. I'm being honest. The only guy he's re-signed because he's worth every penny is Jalen Johnson. Who the hell else is getting re-signed?
oh, that's a good
Everybody else.
point.
I'm being honest. It's the
No,
only
that's a
one.
good point. Definitely
So
a good point. It's
you know,
either
another
shit
guy
or
I
get out
wanted
the
to
pot.
follow. I only gave you two. Let me throw one more in there. Our linebacker that we have, white guy who is like the
Oh,
third linebacker.
fuck. Yes, yes. The guy
Bro, I
from
want
like
to know more about him.
Deerfield.
Um,
Wow.
give
Fucking,
me
and he's got an easy name
three.
too.
Give me fucking 7 seconds. I got you.
Okay, go ahead. Wow. If the Bears buddy knows, and unless you just like to watch us like just die in front of
Yeah, watch
everyone,
this die in front of you.
it's like Summit. Ah, fuck.
I got
Sanders.
you. No, it's not
No, not.
Sanders.
It's
It's
S. Samsonite.
Sanborn. Jack Sanborn.
Sanborn.
Bro, we
I was
all
way
love
off.
that guy. I want to know about him. I
Yeah,
don't know
dude.
shit about him.
He grew up in Illinois, right? There's a whole fucking. See, you know what? Hard Knocks, just call us, dude. We got you.
Is there any former Bears you think that they'll have a highlight on? You think they'll do a Brian Urlacher segment, a Lance Briggs
God, I hope
thing, a
not.
Charles Tillman thing, anything like that?
I
Just
hope Charles
curious.
Tillman.
I
I
love
rather see
Tillman,
Tillman.
bro.
I rather see any other player but Urlacher, honestly.
Yeah, same here. He's gonna let me
Like,
down. He's let me down. But it is what it is.
he's
I gotta
kind of a
separate.
bro. He's too much of a
Yeah,
bro for me.
I gotta separate his political agenda
He's
and some
too
of
much.
this other shit.
America.
Yeah, bro.
Real.
He's real.
All right, bro.
It is what
No
it
one
is.
cares. Grow some more
Yeah.
hair.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay, put another billboard up.
Yeah, put a billboard up. Oh, cool, Urlacher.
Only we
Fucking
can say that
sick.
though. I don't want anyone saying anything bad about him.
Yeah, don't
Fuck
do
that.
that.
It's like
You
your
talk shit about
brother.
Urlacher, we'll whoop
Yeah,
your
that's
ass.
like your brother, bro. Like a little brother. Only I could say that shit.
Yeah.
So,
So we're talking.
but yeah,
All right. Anyways, great show, dude. Look at this. Hour
dude,
and
great
14
show.
minutes.
We always find a
Okay.
way. Always find a way. Love it. I love it. That's it for today's show, Bears Nation. If you want to talk Bears with us, you can do that. DL on Twitter. Where can the people do that?
Tweet FFG.
Pretty easy, pretty simple. And that hashtag, if they want to ask us questions, DL.
Ask us FFG.
Real
Hashtag.
simple. Yeah, real easy. And sometimes,
Or
we
the
like
Bears. Or the Bears.
exactly. Perfect.
Make it
Perfect. Yeah, you
easy.
can do that. We love it. Real easy. There's a bunch of questions that come in just because people love that hashtag, and we jump in and we answer those because that's what
Yeah,
we do.
and gives us like views.
Yeah. Yeah, perfect. It's perfect. Or DL, if people don't use Twitter or X, I'm sorry, it's called X now. DL, if they
Twitter
use
for life.
emails and they prefer that, what what can they use, DL?
You can
What's the
email
email?
us. You can email us at thebearspod@gmail.com. DA Bears Pod at gmail.com.
Bro, I usually have one beer when we have the pod. I did two today. It was a Miller Lite, which I never drink. Shout out to soon-to-be father-in-law. Shout out
Dude,
to him
yeah.
for his Miller Lite.
Hey, that's in Milwaukee, bro. Almost went on the tour, but no one wanted to
Yeah, man,
go.
it's a cool spot. No, cool
Fuckers.
spot. Hey, let's fucking do it. Let's do it. Let's go over there and then come back
Let's
and watch
go
the Bills.
there, and then we'll watch Hard
We
Knocks
should
on a Tuesday night.
out there. That'd be sick. Imagine if we did that. Just take
I gotta go
a mental health
Milwaukee.
day
I'll be
the
back.
next day. Yeah, exactly,
You got
exactly,
this,
exactly.
right? I'll just be back tomorrow. It's
Yeah,
fine.
you can handle this. You're just a director. That's all.
I'm
Nothing to see
assistant
here.
manager.
Are you,
I'm the
oh,
assistant
assistant manager
manager.
now?
I'm the
That's what they
assistant
said.
manager. Okay, listen, and you're gonna find this out too when you get married someday,
No.
maybe.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm. Maybe you piece of shit. Absolutely, is gonna happen. Fuck
hey,
you.
I don't want to put bad juju on anything, but
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Knock on
what I'm
wood.
saying is that once you get married, you're assistant manager. There's the manager and there's assistant manager, and
Ah.
like basically you got to side with your kids. Like, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. We got to go with the manager. And the only reason why I got this job is because I'm sleeping with the manager.
Oh, hey, yo, there it is.
Yeah.
Ah,
All
yeah, I
right.
like that. I
Okay.
hear you. I like that. That makes
I mean,
perfect
it
sense.
does. It does. Your kids are like, think about it.
Cheers,
Your kids are
cheers to
always
you.
going to go to the manager, and then
Mhm.
if the manager's not there, where do they go to? Assistant manager. And even if you say something, mom always overrides everything. So
Oh,
they're just
dog.
like, "Fuck you." Telling you,
Dropping
that's
knowledge,
right.
bro. Dropping
Yeah,
knowledge
you
right
got.
now. That's a nugget. That's the nugget.
You
We should
gonna
do
find
nuggets.
out. You
Dog, we
gonna
should do
find out
nuggets.
today.
Every show we should do a nugget. That was a nugget right
That's
there.
a nugget,
Damn
man.
sure. Yeah. What's the email? People can send emails.
Okay, we did that already. It's
Oh, did we? Sorry, dude.
thebearspod.com.
Sorry, two
But
beers.
if you
Sorry, bro.
want
I
to,
ran today. Sorry.
if
Fuck.
you want to call it JC, well, you ran. Oh, that's
I
great.
ran today.
Wasted
Yeah.
all that energy and calories because you drank 2 beers. I'm not gonna talk because I don't run at all. But if you want to call JC and show him your medical injuries or funguses or rashes, you can call him or text him. Send those pics to 708-655-4508. I'm gonna send a pic of my foot to your phone.
All
Tell me
right,
what
cool.
you
Don't
got.
send any Brett Favre Jets picks, please. Don't do
Oh
that. Yeah,
well,
don't do any
hey
of that. Don't do
man,
any of that. I'm good. I don't want
the
any of that.
Bears
Anyway,
buddy, dude.
yeah.
We're pride. We're LGBTQ
Hey, we
ABC.
are whatever. Yeah, not to me
So
though. Please, I don't want those pictures in my phone. I have a girlfriend upstairs. If you want to take that kindly,
maybe
I'll tell you
she.
that right now.
Anyways, all right. I'm
Yeah,
gonna let it
our
go. I'm
Bears
gonna let it
Nation,
go.
as always, thank you so much for tuning in. Please remember to
Yes.
like, share, subscribe, and
Smash.
that notification button. That way you know when we go live. A bunch of people jumped in
Mm-hmm.
here. It was cool to hear the questions. I love you guys as always for the support from your text, emails. Any way you reach out to us, we love that as always. I'm your host, JC, and this is my co host, Dustin Lingerman. We'll catch you guys on another fantastic episode of The Bears Pod, an affiliate of the Fake Football Guys Network. Peace.
Bear down.